In a world where modern trucks are becoming more digital, more electric, and sometimes more complicated, the 2026 Dodge Ram Vintage Classic pickup truck is a thunderous blast from the past, a machine that celebrates the pure muscle and timeless design that made Dodge a legend in American automotive history. This truck isn't just another re-release, it's a reawakening of the golden age of pickups, a bold combination of raw power, nostalgic styling, and today's advanced performance technologies. Dodge has struck a perfect balance between retro aesthetics and cutting-edge engineering, reviving the spirit of the classic Ram trucks from the 1970s and 1980s while making them relevant for modern-day enthusiasts. Underneath its beautifully nostalgic sheet metal lies a truck that's both a tribute to history and a triumph of modern engineering. The 2026 Dodge Ram Vintage Classic comes powered by a re-engineered 6.4-liter Hemi V8 engine, now the same legendary heart that has powered some of Dodge's most iconic performance vehicles. However, Dodge tuned this variant specifically for torque and endurance, delivering around 500 horsepower and over 480 pounds-to-feet of torque, making it a modern beast cloaked in a retro body. The engine is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, but for purists, a manual gearbox option is available, a rare and beautiful thing in today's pickup market. This truck rides on Dodge's updated high-strength steel frame, with optional off-road suspension packages that include adaptive Bilstein shocks, reinforced axles, and locking differentials. What's special about the Ram Vintage Classic is how Dodge designed it to feel like the old trucks but drive like a modern one. You still get that throaty rumble, the mechanical vibration, and the feedback through the steering, but with modern precision and control. The truck's dimensions are bold, with a long wheelbase that enhances stability and presence. Towing capacity stands at an impressive 12,000 pounds, and payload exceeds 2,000 pounds. Proving that this truck isn't just about looks, it's ready to work hard, too. Safety features include adaptive cruise control, 360-degree cameras, blind spot detection, and lane keep assist, but the software and user interfaces have been styled to match the vintage theme, keeping the overall experience raw yet refined. Step outside, and you'll see why everyone's talking about the 2026 Ram Vintage Classic. Its design language pays deep homage to the 1970s Ram pickups, with boxy lines, squared-off fenders, and a massive front grille that features the old-school Ram block letters proudly across the center. The chrome accents gleam in the sunlight, while the hood scoop hints at the muscle hiding beneath. Dodge offers a range of heritage color options, including classic red, bright orange, metallic blue, jet black, and desert tan, are all inspired by vintage Dodge paint codes. The dual-tone combinations are especially eye-catching, with contrasting roof colors and chrome bumpers that look straight out of a 1978 dealership brochure. One of the coolest exterior touches is the use of retro badging and round LED headlights that perfectly mix nostalgia and modern technology. The headlights mimic the halogen glow of the past but use advanced LED and projector tech for visibility. The rear features vintage-styled taillights with integrated sequential turn signals, giving the back end a unique signature glow at night. The truck bed retains an old-school feel, with exposed tie-down hooks and optional wood trim panels that evoke the original Dodge Power wagons. Large chrome side mirrors, fat tires wrapped around 20-inch heritage wheels, and muscular proportions give this truck an old-fashioned toughness that turns heads wherever it goes. It looks equally at home parked next to a classic car show lineup or pulling a trailer on a rugged country road. Inside, Dodge has created something truly special, a perfect blend of old-school charm and modern luxury. Open the heavy-duty doors, and you're greeted by a cabin that smells like genuine craftsmanship. The dashboard design is inspired by vintage trucks, featuring analog gauges, rotary dials, and metallic switchgear, all surrounded by premium materials. The instrument cluster, however, is digital underneath, cleverly designed to look analog. The steering wheel is wrapped in genuine leather with chrome accents, while the center console includes retro toggles that control modern features like the climate system, drive modes, and infotainment functions. The 12-inch touchscreen is seamlessly integrated, but its interface uses vintage-inspired graphics, a detail that pays homage to the 1970s aesthetic while delivering full 2026 technology, including wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation, and real-time vehicle telemetry. Seats are available in vintage tan leather, deep red upholstery, or black with white stitching, depending on trim level. Dodge offers optional classic heritage seats with the old Ram logo stitched into the headrests. The comfort level has been massively upgraded compared to old trucks, heated and ventilated seats, Dual-zone climate control, acoustic insulation, and soft-touch surfaces ensure that this truck isn't just tough, it's comfortable too. Storage compartments abound, with hidden underseat storage, fold-flat rear seats, and even a glove box modeled after the 1980s original Ram design. The sound system, built in collaboration with Harman Kardon, delivers deep bass and clarity, but Dodge offers a retro sound mode that mimics the warm tone of an old AM/FM radio, a perfect nostalgic touch for those who remember simpler times. The 2026 Dodge Ram Vintage Classic may look like an old-school truck, but it rides like a luxury SUV. Dodge engineers equipped the truck with adaptive suspension dampers that adjust automatically based on road conditions, providing a smooth ride whether you're cruising through the city or hauling heavy loads through rural terrain. Cabin noise is minimized with advanced sound deadening materials, making long drives peaceful and enjoyable. Even the seating position has been modernized, supportive yet commanding. The truck's ergonomic improvements mean you can drive for hours without fatigue, while rear passengers get more legroom than ever before. There's also a panoramic roof option, ambient lighting with customizable vintage tones, and adjustable lumbar support. The climate system uses sensors to automatically balance airflow, keeping the cabin perfectly comfortable. What makes it special, though, is the emotional comfort and the feeling of sitting in a modern truck that looks and feels like the one your grandfather might have driven. It's nostalgia redefined, blending heartwarming familiarity with next-generation comfort and convenience. What truly elevates the 2026 Dodge Ram Vintage Classic pickup truck's comfort is its attention to sensory detail, something that goes beyond soft seats and quiet cabins. Dodge's engineers understood that real comfort comes from the entire driving atmosphere. That's why even the cabin's temperature, soundscape, and textures have been carefully tuned to evoke relaxation and nostalgia together. When you close the heavy, reassuring door and settle into those deep leather seats, the world outside fades away. You're surrounded by warm tones, polished chrome accents, and natural light streaming through the optional panoramic roof. The air vents quietly hum, delivering a perfectly balanced climate, while the steering wheel feels just right, thick, solid, and wrapped in hand-stitched leather that feels both modern and timeless. Even the suspension's calibration has been optimized for emotional comfort, minimizing vibrations yet still letting you feel the road in that authentic, old-school truck way. The truck absorbs bumps effortlessly while keeping you connected to the drive. And for long-haul drivers, now let's talk about where the 2026 Dodge Ram Vintage Classic truly comes alive. Performance. The 6.4 liters Hemi V8 throws to life with a thunderous growl that no electric or hybrid truck can replicate. Acceleration is quick and satisfying, 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 5.8 seconds. Which is remarkable for a full-size pickup of this build. The throttle response is sharp, and thanks to Dodge's new Torque Smart management system, the truck adapts to your driving style, providing torque exactly when needed. Whether you're towing, climbing, or just cruising, the Ram Vintage Classic feels powerful yet smooth. The optional 4x4 off-road package includes locking diffs, skid plates, and off-road terrain control, making this truck just as capable in mud or snow as it is on asphalt. Braking performance is enhanced by high-performance Brembo brakes, giving the driver total confidence even when towing heavy loads. Dodge's engineers also tune the exhaust system for a signature note that growls at low RPMs and bellows gloriously when you floor it. You can even switch to classic mode for an unfiltered exhaust sound reminiscent of the original Ram Chargers. This truck isn't just about brute force, it's about driving soul. It's built for enthusiasts who love the mechanical connection between driver and machine, and it delivers that connection in every rev, every gear change, every roar from the tailpipes. The 2026 Dodge Ram Vintage Classic pickup truck's performance becomes even more thrilling when you experience its road manners under pressure. Beyond sheer horsepower and torque, Dodge focused on responsiveness, how the truck reacts when you push it to its limits. The engineers fine-tuned the throttle mapping to deliver instant torque without sacrificing control, and the transmission shifts have been optimized to be crisp and precise whether you're cruising in town or blasting down the open highway. On steep inclines or towing heavy loads, the truck maintains confident power delivery, never hunting for gears or feeling sluggish. But perhaps the most impressive element is the balance between muscle and mastery. Dodge introduced an optional performance traction control system that learns from your driving patterns, tightening grip in corners, adjusting suspension stiffness, and even managing torque split across the axles to keep the truck planted. Combine that with the naturally aspirated roar of the Hemi, and you get something that's not just powerful, but soulful, a pickup that delivers goosebumps every time you floor the pedal. Whether it's a straight line sprint or a mountain road climb, The Ram Vintage Classic doesn't just perform, it dominates, reminding everyone that real trucks can still move like legends. The 2026 Dodge Ram Vintage Classic pickup truck isn't just a vehicle, it's an emotional experience. It bridges generations, merging the golden era of American muscle trucks with modern innovation and craftsmanship. It's a tribute to the days when pickups were about strength, freedom, and individuality. Yet it's perfectly tuned for today's expectations of comfort, technology, and reliability. This truck tells a story of legacy, pride, and pure driving joy. Dodge didn't just bring back a name, they brought back a feeling. The Ram Vintage Classic captures that old school soul in a way few modern vehicles can. It's powerful enough to dominate modern highways, stylish enough to turn heads at car shows, and nostalgic enough to make even the toughest drivers a little sentimental. For enthusiasts, collectors, and dreamers alike, the 2026 Dodge Ram Vintage Classic is a rolling tribute to America's toughest trucks. It proves that even in an age of electric motors and digital dashboards, there's still nothing quite like the roar of a Hemi, the glint of chrome in the sunlight, and the unmistakable pride of driving a Dodge built with heart and history. If you enjoyed this in-depth review of the 2026 Dodge Ram Vintage Classic pickup truck, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more detailed reviews of the latest trucks and SUVs. Your support keeps us bringing you the most advanced automotive content, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.